Welcome back to Relationship Status. It's your girl, Neat Cruz.
G's in the house.
Destiny here.
And CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf in the building. And remember, you can catch us on all podcast platforms. Just search Relationship Status.
How's everybody today?
Seems to be going well.
Yes.
Hey, well, this episode is face to face.
Yes.
So let's not tarry and jump right into this episode.
Okay.
Okay.
Where did they start?
Where did they start today?
They started with Brianna and Vincent, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Oh, they had a
Housewarming party.
continuation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Continuation.
yeah, the point, the continue of the
argument.
conversation.
Yeah, where he stormed out the room.
He was upset.
That was so stupid.
He wasn't even dressed proper to be
He
storming out the
wasn't.
room.
He knew he wasn't going nowhere.
He just had that little one backpack.
And a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt, some flip-flops, and some shoes.
Was that his undershirt or was that his shirt?
No, whatever
That
he
was his
slept in. That's
shirt.
whatever he was sleeping in. He
Yeah,
went up to bed.
that wasn't a good storm
Yeah.
out. Like, you got to
It
put
looked
something
like
on it.
it looked like a child, like not even a child, like a female running out that wanted to be chased.
It's called a lady. It's not called a
I'm
female.
sorry. No, because only females do that.
Well, we don't say females anymore because it's not politically correct.
Oh,
Can't say female.
missed
what they sell me.
Missed the memo.
Yeah, they told me. No.
I feel like when you call somebody a female, you're trying to throw a little shade.
Be
anyway.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was
Well, see, female could be anything. It doesn't mean woman. It can
Can't
be a
be Mr.
female.
It can't-
Cat, dog, fox.
It can't be Mr. Potato Head.
well, he can be
Mr.
a
Potato
female
Head
dog.
is,
They
he
cannot.
don't got nothing. He don't-
Now
he's
they're them.
Yes. yes.
Now he's just
Yes.
it.
He's just
Yeah.
They,
He's a
them.
they or them.
But yeah,
Okay, back to Vincent and Brianna. What's the real problem here?
they gotta talk.
Yeah.
They need to talk.
I think there's some trauma.
No.
Yeah, there's some trauma.
No.
Vincent, I think his family tried to give it away a little bit when it was like, he'll get mad. You just gonna have to calm him down. And when I saw him do that, I said, oh, this is what they talking about, because there ain't even nothing to be mad about.
It was nothing
Yeah.
to be mad
Yeah,
about.
he was mad for no.
He was acting so
reason.
stupid.
But,
Yeah.
but I'm glad he admitted it. So we can kind of run through their whole story a little bit. He said he was embarrassed.
He felt kind of like she was shading him. Or
Yeah.
In front of
being
him.
rude to him.
And then he felt embarrassed, so he turned it back on her and said that you're doing something, and
I
she
said,
wasn't even doing it.
I guess that did make sense, because he said he felt embarrassed, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? Because you just waste champagne. I mean,
Well,
champagne pop.
Well, we got to take into account there's a production there too.
Yeah.
He was trying
So
to
he
be
was
smooth, and he was embarrassed.
That
It
is
wasn't
what
just
it is.
them two. It might have been different.
I find that people act out when they're embarrassed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
That's
he.
with anything.
That's what
Yeah.
he did.
Any type of bullying, anything that happens with people in general,
Now
adults.
you mad.
Now you embarrassed. You got mad. A lot of times,
Right.
if stuff happens privately, then it's not.
That's nothing.
And he owes her an apology after this episode comes out, because he said she didn't even help me clean it up.
And she was
And
she was cleaning up.
She was cleaning up.
It was like she didn't give me a shirt.
I was so glad his friend
was-
responded, the one that he
Yeah.
met with. and
His
was
friend
like-
was solid.
His
I
friend was
think.
like, and that's what you mad for?
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
The story didn't
Yeah.
even make sense.
And yeah.
and he called it disrespect,
He kept saying that.
and it
I
wasn't
felt like she
disrespect.
when
disrespected
people
At all.
are embarrassed, when
Yes.
people are
That go back
embarrassed,
to what Neek said. Trauma might be a little bit too.
a lot of trauma.
that's what I'm saying. They need to talk. He got some.
Yeah.
You think,
He has some
he has-
issues.
I just think he's.
No, he has some
Bull.
He got
issues.
some issues now.
He has
'cause
some
he got
issues.
real upset about that.
Well,
Like
I think
he walked out.
I think he's trying to be a man he's not normally. He's got to
Right.
learn to be that person.
And then he needs to learn to be himself, though, too.
Well, whatever that person is, himself.
Yeah, I
he needs
agree with
to be
that. I think a lot of that, you can tell that with this show, I think, generally, because I have this show is interesting to me. I think all reality show, though, people are trying to be, as the show goes on, people are trying to be whatever has been created or feel like they need to be. And so I think this show, the way the editing and stuff works, it's very clear they've made people out to what they want us to believe.
So is that like the perfect couple for this group of people?
But I think that was the point. They've been the perfect couple
Yes.
up until now. So they had to give them something to keep them interesting.
Because
So
this
he was like,
argument
oh,
was
yeah.
about nothing.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, oh,
No.
yeah,
Nothing
get mad
at
and
all.
walk out.
But Brianna's face was like that was
Like, where
it
did this come from?
What in the
She
what
was so
is we
confused.
arguing about?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what is he
I
mad
was
about?
confused with her. I was like, what is going on?
What is-
But then she turned into a woman.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what'd she say?
She's like, I don't want to talk about this no more. Like she wasn't even mad until he got mad because she didn't even know what he was mad about.
that
I
makes
think
you
she
mad.
did.
He wasn't vocal about what was wrong.
I know, but then she got an attitude. Then she should have been like,
I'm
"You're
having
dumb."
an attitude too.
I don't think-
I know,
Yeah.
but that's what I said. She turned to a woman.
I don't
But
think
I
she
mean,
even
with
had an attitude.
anybody.
She was like, I think I don't want to talk
I'll
about
t-
this.
yeah.
Because it
That's
was
not
going
an
nowhere.
attitude.
What is that?
That's not an attitude. That's we ending this discussion. I don't understand what you're saying, and you're not willing to understand what I'm saying. So we.
Well, you're not talking about nothing, and if you're not talking
That's
about
what
nothing,
women
there's
do.
no
When they
need to have a
decide
conversation.
It's over.
Right.
It's over.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know. I felt like there just was no winning, so she was just like, okay.
Yeah.
She didn't know what
I
she was
wanna
arguing
talk.
about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
was-
but if
she
you
was
don't know what
lost.
you're arguing about, why would you get upset?
But
I don't think she was upset.
It didn't come off.
She
as
was just
upset
like,
to
I
me.
don't want to talk
Oh, that's how
about this
she
no more.
normally is.
If you
Probably.
having a conversation that not going nowhere, people change the subject. She just was direct
And
and,
then-
said, "I don't think I want
Yeah,
to
and
talk
people
about this
can
no more."
feel like just because you're not addressing something that you're still angry.
Okay.
I get accused of that.
Do you?
Just because what are we even like? I don't feel like you have got me spinning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get myself worked up. Don't worry, I'll go kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's maybe her position.
Because
That's not an attitude of this.
She didn't have an.
But,
She
but
didn't say
people
with
can
an
perceive
attitude.
it. Some people perceive it as like I don't care or something like that. When in actuality, I'm just aware of who I am, and I know that I can't continue to go in these circles with
I
you.
feel like she was being equally as sassy as he was.
Well, I think she got
Kind of
sassy.
matched it.
I think she matched the sass.
I think
Yeah.
she got
Really?
sassy.
Well,
because-
no. Because I mean, at first
I
she
felt like
at
she was
first
too confused.
No,
about
She was
that.
confused
Yeah,
at
very
first.
confused.
She was very confused. Like, what are you talking about?
at first that's what I'm saying. At first she was confused.
Yeah, she was really confused.
And then she was like, "So this is what we're gonna do?
You disrespectful.
Oh, if this is what we're gonna do, if this is what we
Yeah.
gonna, I can get there with you too. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna go to that level,
I
I
think
can,
so,
I can,
too.
I
Because
can
she was
get with you.
thoroughly
Really?
confused.
She said it so calmly to me, like I don't. It was more of a confused. She took her head like I don't think I want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, she
And
said
I was
it.
like,
Because
Because I think in her
anywhere.
head, she seen it not going anywhere.
No, but he wasn't saying no.
No, he wasn't saying. It was no conversation.
Like he was like, yeah, but you didn't.
You
and
said
then,
that's just like me.
and she
yeah.
kept asking, "Okay, well,
What the-
what's wrong? Like, what did I
Like,
do?
what did I do?
Can
Like,
you give me an
So funny.
example?"
Yeah.
And he couldn't give her nothing. So
But
like, okay,
men are that way.
that
What?
is true.
We are.
I go
Yeah.
back to trauma. Somebody done just like the little Jacob dude. Somebody done did something to him in his past that made him feel belittled by saying
Absolutely.
little stuff to him,
Absolutely.
and now that was a trigger for him. Now you getting triggered off. That girl wasn't even trying to belittle you. She
Something
just
that
said
small.
Yeah, I think.
and his friend kind of was like, that was funny.
Right. He was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, he
like,
was like,
But if we go back to the very first, like when they were introducing him, he said like he has been in relationships where women have left him because he was broke or because he was trying, like they didn't believe in him and they
No, I
would
didn't
talk
remember
down
that.
to him. So that probably put him back. That probably triggered
We know
him.
that's a lie because I know plenty broke dudes with girls.
yeah.
Well,
Plenty.
some
And
people.
so-
well,
and sorry.
I mean, but she probably.
I'm sorry.
But she said like she
can't.
would belittle him.
broke dude.
I can't.
Yeah.
Not at this point.
Okay, that said he's not broke, right?
But
But
the trigger is
you replace
he's
broke with
used to
something
people
else.
laughing at him or
Yeah.
belittling
Yeah.
him and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And so,
Yeah.
so that's
Definitely
natural.
was a trigger.
Yeah, but
So
you
that
gotta
was
stop wearing your
probably a
t-shirt. Like you on TV, put on a shirt.
I
bro.
like
Stop
t-shirts
with-
sometimes. They
Put
all
on, he needs to put
Nah,
on a shirt.
nah,
And
need
he
to
probably put on a certain shirt for the crew.
And if he raised his hands, we might see his belly button.
Yeah.
It's a little
T-shirts
short.
are-
Yeah, that
It was a
shirt
little
was a
tight
little-
too.
young.
It was a little
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah, it's a
But I
little
like
tight.
t-shirts. They
There's
have a
nothing wrong with
place.
that.
Definitely had on his little brother's shirt.
He did.
He probably had his undershirt on.
No.
No,
Yeah.
there was no room.
Yes, I think it was the undershirt.
It was
And
It
he
wasn't
probably-
a t-shirt.
No, it was.
Yeah, he
undershirt.
probably sleeps shirtless, but he probably had a t-shirt on
For the show.
for the show.
I don't know about all that. Now, nigga, I ain't seen that.
Who come?
I ain't seen none of that. I don't. Okay. I don't want no.
What happened?
I'm just saying
What
what
happened
made
after them
the
and they born
situation.
that crazy argument?
Okay. They get into.
Well, we go through that whole
we
storyline.
go through the whole storyline, which is I don't know. This show I think we got to do in scenes.
Do
I
we?
guess.
Okay.
I think this one we should do in
Oh,
scenes.
so you gonna go through the
Okay.
So the
different
next the,
scenes.
the
well, y'all
next
gonna
one
do the
is
scene, not
Okay.
the next one I would say we go, which is the next place it went,
What's that?
which is your boy called up his homeboys, your boy Chris called up his team,
Yeah,
yeah.
And then got mad at them.
and then got mad at them. Like,
He's
Yeah.
so childish the way he shuts
Yes.
down.
He's
Yes.
silly.
Like-
He is.
He
I've
is a
never-
clown.
And I can honestly say I've never met a man like that.
Never.
Never. Just said I don't want to talk about it no more.
He is very
Well, you know
much
what-
a spoiled.
And he starts like playing
a
with his phone.
He's a small brat.
do you know what
He
kind of
is.
man I've never met?
What's
What?
that?
A man who has so many people around him, who have so many bad suits. The suit that pinstripe suit
You know
his friend had on.
what?
I thought it was okay.
No.
Oh, you talking about the one that was with him, right?
Yeah, you
he
see-
pulled out his good clothes for that.
Yeah,
He did.
That's a good one.
That's
But
a big. That's a pretty big suit
He
too.
was like, I'm going to
It's
be
very big
fresh to
stuff.
the
death.
stuff they doing with Chris, I feel like they definitely doing for ratings and for scenes because what you call them people up there for and you ain't even want to listen to them.
He did not. But
No,
he
I think
started
everybody is shocked.
No, what I think it is Chris is a person who needs validation.
Yep.
Yeah.
and he looking for it
if
from
he don't-
everybody.
and
Nobody
if you're not going to be on his side, he's out.
Yeah. I
He's out.
agree.
And
Okay.
so that's what it was. He called up his people. Like, I know overall they got my back and they're
No,
going
he
to show
said he
me.
was scared. He said, I'm scared of what he gonna say because he direct.
Well, that's the pastor. I think
Yeah.
the other one person was his friend.
oh, that's his friend. He not
Yeah.
a pastor too.
Yeah, he not
Oh,
a
I
pastor.
wasn't
He did
sure.
pull out his good clothes.
So I think
I told you.
I thought he was a pastor too.
Nah,
He
so
pulled out a good
I don't
club.
think. I think what he got from the pastor, he expected. He
But not
kind of
with the other
expected,
friend?
but not with the friend. The friend was like, "Yo, he wilding." Like, he's
But
I don't even think he expected that from the pastor. I think he expected the pastor to be like, okay, yeah, you're trying to keep your family together. Okay, so what are you going to do about this? I think he thought in his head like, oh yeah, he's going to be okay with me going back to my ex-fiance because she's pregnant. And that's not how it went. And he was like, okay, then I'm going to just shut down.
I just want Chris to be honest and stop with all this trying to make like it's about being with that girl. You just not attracted to the girl. That's it.
yeah, like you're not attracted to
the
Paige.
girl.
Okay,
and
that's
you
what
don't
it
want to
is.
be with her.
And
you
then
don't
just
want to
move
be with
along.
her.
It's
Yeah.
It's just-
It's not even a problem. Like if you're not attracted to her, that's okay. That's
I'm
not
not-
a huge
I
People
can't.
problem.
cannot be with people because they're not attracted to them. And at the end of the day, you're not attracted to her. So stop all this other stuff you putting in the middle.
Yeah, I just can't. I think that's just so much for your
Spiritually
psyche.
attracted to you.
So much for your psyche to continue to be in a situation where somebody's constantly not like telling you they're not attracted to you. Like I think
I can't even see how she was just
I
sitting
can't.
through that.
I think that is one of the things that's very much when you're talking about it tears women down.
Definitely.
I think it tears men down too, of course.
Is
But
she a little gullible?
I think she's trying to make it happen.
Because he gives her a little teeny bit to hold on to, and
Every single
And she
time.
waits
it.
she go
And she smile.
Well, I think
But I think she
giggles.
just trying
Oh,
to
that pisses
stick
me off.
into. I do think that she like, dang, I don't want my story to be over. Like I signed up for this dang on
Yeah.
show.
Well,
I want
Yeah.
to stay on the show as long as I can stay on the show.
I think a part of it. I think it's that, but I think a part of it is as well is some of it has to do with herself. I don't know how much self-esteem
Yeah,
she
she
has for
can't.
herself.
Yeah, I don't think
Obviously
so
not.
either.
Lot,
Because
not a lot.
if you are
she got what?
not enough
Low
self-esteem.
low self-esteem, I think
And
that
he
might be an
killing
issue.
it. He making
Yeah.
it even worse.
But I think that the fact that she now later on in the episode, she does kind of stand up for herself a little bit,
A lot.
and so I feel like in that sense, she
But
kind of
she
starts
had to
coming
be
around.
like gassed up to do that.
She had
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
pushed,
she-
provoked so far.
Yeah.
Sis, you should have
Yeah.
stood up for yourself the first. Oh, you not attractive. When he was over there telling my friends that I wasn't attractive, that would have been enough for me.
That would have been enough for my friend.
And really,
it
after I
wouldn't
had
even.
sex with him, and I mean, you gonna have sex with him again? You just, I mean,
Well, he probably said what it
Yeah,
took to have sex.
he
It might
said
have
what it
been
took.
But
to have sex.
he did
didn't.
say, I tried to have sex with her to build some type of more
He was just trying to see if he
connection
could
with
fall
her.
in love with that big old ass and,
Yeah.
and not worry about her face. But he can't.
And I think she may have struggled with that as well. I think she struggles with men not choosing her or like looking at her physical appearance, and because like she is like all made up on a consistent basis. Even like I think she had on makeup when they on the honeymoon.
It's TV.
On the
Yeah, it's TV. She gotta have makeup on.
They're going to put a little something on.
Well, she
Yeah.
puts on. I mean, she
Face.
does, but I mean, like I have friends that don't wear makeup, but I just like to wear makeup. I like to wear. That's just who I am. But it's not really for anything in particular. I could just, be in the house and do that. So I guess what I see what you're trying to say is that I think that she has not been chosen. But I mean, I don't even know if I was hoping, when I was on before, I was hoping that she would be able to spend this and like get some money from it. But I don't think her personality
It's-
is strong
It's
enough
strong
to
enough,
even
yeah.
go
To
to
do
do
anything
anything
more.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
definitely.
asked
I
the
think
fellas
it-
that. I asked them, do you feel like this is going to give her a negative look? Because like after showing how she's tolerated all it is for 8 episodes?
Well, we were thinking. I was like, they could do like a how they did Everybody Love
For the Love
Flavor
of
of
Page.
Love, Flavor of Love. But she's not.
But
her
she's
personality
not.
is not even
She
going
ain't even into
No.
that.
Yeah, she's not even.
Somebody
What
could
man
probably
is going to
post
take
it to
her
her, though.
serious? Because you don't
somebody
even love
might.
you don't even
She's
love
on
yourself.
TV,
it
so
seems
somebody
like.
You're
will
not
be-
gonna take her serious.
Yeah, there's somebody out there.
Yeah, there's.
Women don't have no problem getting a man. Now,
Yeah.
getting a man they like might be a problem, but getting a man, just
I
a
ain't
man,
think
or women,
There's all
women don't
kind
have
of
a problem.
men. I
getting-
just-
Yeah, you can have somebody. I always say that.
Yeah.
I can have somebody.
Somebody,
If I
but
didn't
I
want
think
But
to.
not
You
just
just want-
anybody.
Well, I mean, you
Right,
don't want
that's what he's
anybody, but she ain't gonna have a problem getting a guy.
Not with all that tail.
Not with all that tail. Okay. And you saw if you watch the show prior to where they have them on, she's lost some weight.
She did. She's really
Paige.
skinny.
I thought I asked.
She lost
that,
some weight.
And I was told no, she was the same size.
What
No,
she
she
was on?
lost some weight.
It's called
There's a show
Unfiltered.
that comes on before it called Unfiltered.
Oh.
And I'm talking about she looked
good?
She lost some weight, yeah.
She
you
looks
can-
stressed.
So she
You can
look
compliment a woman without
She
it
look
being.
better with the
Yeah,
weight
no.
loss.
She looked better with the weight loss.
Look
I
better
thought.
with the weight
Man,
loss.
she looks
Okay.
the same to me.
Yeah, I thought she looked better with the weight loss.
I mean, she doesn't look bad to me now. So
Y'all think she cute?
yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about that on here. I ain't trying to get canceled.
Okay.
So we know your answer then.
Right.
I just asked.
When I saw it, the wedding. This how y'all, I'm bad. Like I'm really bad, and I'm lightweight, shallow. But when the wedding and he was standing up there, I said, if I was him, I'd be looking at that family like, good God, who about to walk out that door? Because the
Oh
whole
wow.
because the family wasn't the most attractive of people to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Sia, hush.
But I've
First
only
of all,
seen.
First of all, Sia, you will not decide that you're going to be like, wow, when you meet
Yeah.
another
Well,
person's judgment. Because you said you can judge, you just cannot be.
No.
That's your rule.
I don't have a problem with her judgment. I just didn't see her family. I still haven't seen her family.
I
You
have.
ain't seen
Yeah,
the
you
friends
seen
and
the-
stuff
Did
on the
her
first.
I saw the
Yeah.
friend. The friends.
You seen her mom, her
friends
aunt,
was-
her
The
brother.
friends was suspect.
The friends was
Okay.
suspect.
The friend,
Okay, as
my
a
friend
collective.
group, you could see, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the whole thing, I was
Yeah.
looking like,
That was a little shaky.
I mean, I ain't the baddest, but I just was curious if y'all thought she was cute. That's all.
I think she's very attractive.
I ain't the baddest. I think she has a nice.
The weave didn't really, work for me.
I just
But
want
once you
her
got the
makeup to be
braids,
done different.
I just think
That
all
too.
black women are beautiful.
beautiful.
I don't think, I don't think, like I said, it's not like I'm saying she's. I just was curious of what y'all thought because I was trying to figure out what the show is trying to do with this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always like, now I'm thinking about when they pairing these people. Because Chris, I mean, he ain't.
Is he better looking than her?
no.
He is to me.
I don't. I'm not. I don't like his hair.
Chris. Okay, Christopher.
You don't think? I think Chris is okay looking. I don't think he the bee's knees, but he's okay looking, and you can tell that he is shallow. He looked shallow just from
Yeah.
It looks like he has to build his confidence
But
every
the
day
baby
in the mirror.
mama, I don't know if I'm too far, but she ain't all that.
What I said, see,
She ain't.
I think me and CL talked.
Oh no, I didn't talk about any.
She ain't all her
black
makeup
women.
really needed some attention.
No, when I was talking to you about
Yeah,
the show
yeah,
because
that
you
she
hadn't seen it
wasn't-
yet.
yeah.
I was like, they both in the same. Her and Paige
she
riding in the
all
same
that.
boat. Like,
Yeah,
they both-
I don't. Something about Chris gives me nothing.
He's really funny
He
looking.
keeps shows his ankles.
Oh, I don't think
Like,
he-
Yeah, he loves his
Like,
Like,
ankles.
he loves always showing his ankles.
loves his
That's-
He like
ankles.
showing his, he like crop pants.
He like crop
Yeah.
pants. He's always crossing his legs. He's give me
Oh,
his
Some type of
his
vibe.
nose and chin do a
thing.
Like a
thing.
troll.
It's like an aardvark.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, I get it. I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But he's all right looking at me.
I mean, it's not the worst. I'm just saying. Like, I was just curious as to what the guys kind of were thinking. But since y'all are not giving opinions on women,
No, not
all black women are beautiful.
All
He looks
black
like a
women
troll.
They
to me.
are all beautiful.
Like a little Keebler elf.
But I mean, he's giving me
I get
that
that.
25, 26 vibe. But like I said, it's something about it. It's just like I wouldn't. I just think
Paige
that,
look older than me.
She
than
does.
She is.
She
look
does.
older than
Who
she
Paige
is.
looks older than him? Okay.
No,
She
Paige
look-
looks older than what she
She
is.
looks older than what she is.
Yeah, she looks like she done lived.
that's what I'm saying. So you just never know what's going on with these
It
things.
doesn't sound like she's been in great relationships either.
No,
No.
not at all. Not if she's the way she's acting with this is a little desperate.
I just wanted to give it to the show. I'm like, she just trying to stay in the show because sis, quit blaming God for this.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
had
yeah.
a reason, baby.
God is
Use
giving you
wisdom.
all the
But
signs.
I am sure they are coercing her to kind of stay.
The whole thing-
hanging
the
there,
whole
hanging
thing
there,
seemed
hanging
a
Yeah,
there.
they seem
Yeah.
to be talking her into.
Keeping.
and they're adding all
Like,
this
just
extra
hold,
stuff.
just
Like,
hold on.
But what I will say is, and on the episode overall, their situation has had an effect with their screen time because they were not. It was a 2-hour episode,
Oh yeah.
and they were not on it a lot.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Maybe
But it was the
10 minutes,
baby mama
15 minutes.
situation, and
That was it, and then the
Yeah.
meeting,
That's the end.
and the
That's
meeting,
like
and the
5
meeting
or
with the
7.
pastor.
And
yeah,
that was
because
it. That
like
was
they're
it.
really not
That was it.
participating
because
in
they
anything.
divorced. They're supposed to be getting divorced. So
Yeah.
there really ain't a whole lot for them to do.
Yeah, but I mean, in past seasons, there have been people who have left
And still been
split
on it?
and still
I don't watch
been.
it all.
But
and
have
still
they done the
Charlotte.
housewarming parties and
No,
all
what
of
I'm
that,
saying-
the meeting of the families? Because he is like been
Because they
completely
divorced.
absent
I don't
of
feel like
all
they
of
can
that.
do nothing.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, no, I remember there was like a couple seasons ago. Charlotte, the guy that would dip out, he they kept them on the show.
She ain't.
But
But
didn't
they
you
did 'cause
say-
he wasn't there?
Yeah, he
I
wasn't.
watched that.
But she stayed on the show. Like he wasn't
She
never
was
there.
on the show, but it was like her sitting talking with her friends about how he was never there
Yeah.
or something, and he didn't ever quit, and he never said he wanted a divorce until the end. That
Yeah,
that
that man
fella,
just- that
Chris
dude-
said he wanted a
Yeah,
divorce.
he didn't even like move in with her. He went to Chicago and then
Yeah, he
came
ain't,
back and was like, "Yeah, I want a
he ain't worth
divorce."
the cuss.
Yeah,
All right, moving on.
No neck.
Jacob and Haley and they all of the friends. Haley goes and meets with her friend. Vincent sits down with his friend, and Eric sits down with his friend while he's walking two dogs because
Who's Eric?
Virginia, the party girl,
Yeah.
Oh,
Virginia has gone off to a wedding,
for
Yeah.
4 days.
and
as a bridesmaid.
did they say why Eric didn't go with her?
He went to his brother's wedding.
Okay, so they went two.
Oh, I didn't know
different
why he
weddings.
didn't go
weddings.
either.
Okay,
Different
that's that. Okay, what I was missed on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
But he was walking the dogs and met with his friend, and Haley got some. You think she got some good advice from her friend, or just some realization?
Oh, Haley.
I do.
Yeah, or some.
I
Or
don't
some
like that y'all think Haley bad.
I don't think she's bad.
Y'all was saying that on y'all last episode.
They do. They don't like Haley.
I do not think Haley is bad. Jacob is not anything to. This is what y'all gave me. This weird dude that talking about the 80s and the whatever. I'm having to find a way. I'm the person that run. And instead of giving me somebody that I'm gonna like, y'all gave me this weirdo that I gotta try to find something to like in order to not do my
You
normal
think he's
thing, which is
weird?
heck yeah.
Yeah,
think so?
Jacob's
Weird.
fine.
You
He is
heard Chris
weird.
at the beginning. Chris was like, "I feel bad. She got to deal with Jacob."
But she can't
And
think
Chris
he's
can't
too
say
weird.
that. He just need to go someplace.
Chris
She's
ain't-
not.
Chris
She
ain't
must
weird.
not
Chris
think
just a whole.
he's entirely too weird because she slept with him.
Well, that don't mean nothing either.
Because he's attractive. True, that ain't
Yeah,
meant nothing
true.
for Chris.
Oh, Haley,
is true.
Haley and Chris reading from the same place.
They really are.
Chris, you,
yeah.
Yeah, they did the
just-
same thing.
They both not attracted to their people, and they trying to find a way to be attracted to them. So they was like, maybe if the sex good, that happens.
That does.
And so, but yeah, I don't think Haley is bad. I think Haley got a short end of the stick, like what you call it, because that dude is awkward as heck.
He is awkward, but
awkward.
she is running.
She's doing her usual.
Awkward.
Well,
Why you? I don't want to be with him, and now I'm trying to have to make myself be with somebody that I would not, that I don't
Okay.
really like.
I don't think he's that awkward.
He is.
He's
But
just
she
awkward.
spent
He's
more
kind of a
time
quirky-
running than
quirky
trying
guy.
to even make
Know
it
who
work.
he is.
She was talking to him, but do you hear what he keeps saying when she talking to him? My house got this. He was repeating the stuff to
He
the
did.
parents.
He did.
Yeah.
He
He
did.
just boring. I got my steak and my eggs and my what
Yeah,
the
that's all.
heck?
That's all
Yeah,
I
that's
need.
all he-
Bodybuilder.
What I'm supposed to talk to you about? This is I don't like you.
So you don't think he's interesting enough for her?
No, they
Okay.
gave her a poor person to be matched up with.
And also, she's young and he's older.
And
So
What's
the com-
9 years? 8
Yeah.
years?
9 or 10.
I think it's like 10 years.
It's 10. It's 10. 28, 38.
I don't know
Yeah.
what they was thinking. They must be thought Haley was OD boring and that she would be.
Is she exciting?
I don't think they
really
really
don't
not
do
excited.
nothing.
She just not attracted to that dude.
Okay. Okay, not attractive to lifestyle or
Both.
physical appearance.
I think she
lifestyle.
could get past his appearance because
Okay.
you had to be able to get past something to have sex.
'Cause
with you. Just like Chris had the butt, Jacob got a body.
Okay.
So I might feel your body, close my eyes, and pretend you somebody else.
Okay.
Oh wow!
All right. They get into, and they shift. The ladies end up going out. It's Clara, Haley, and Brianna. Paige is not there for, they don't really say.
Yeah.
And
Where they went out?
they
They all
went to
went to, like, a
brunch.
brunch.
They went to brunch.
Oh, that is right.
Um,
Virginia was out of town.
And at the same time, Vincent, Eric, Ryan, and Jacob, they meet and catch up.
Okay.
So what do you think what do you make of Clara inviting the other girls over to her housewoman?
I don't think that wrong with. She just needed somebody to fill space, right?
Yeah, because
said
it's
her
just like her
friends couldn't
friends. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I was gonna
her
say
friends.
it doesn't sound like she has any like real friends,
Or maybe her friends
Oh, no,
are
she said
supporting.
her
or
friends couldn't
maybe
come.
real
And it
judgy.
could be COVID too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You at least know those people
And
are
her friends
COVID.
may not want to be on TV.
Yeah.
They want to put on
Yeah.
a good suit and come
Because
up
I
there.
know.
Yeah, and I'd be like, girl, what you doing? Nah, I'm good.
I ain't with that.
Next question. What do y'all make of Clara's sexual frustrations?
it goes back to what we said. Like we
Goes
thought
back to
everybody
what we
had
said. What did we
sex,
say?
and I told you she didn't have sex with him. But what are they doing?
No, Neek, you said everybody has sex.
No, I didn't. He said everybody's having
Well,
sex.
I know I said it. I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Well, we had established that they didn't. Clara.
I
After.
established it.
After.
Yeah, we did afterwards.
But
Afterwards,
they've
yeah.
been physical of some sort. She keeps saying.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
I
means.
think it's
Unpopular.
moral.
Popular opinion.
Okay.
Ryan is gay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ryan
Thank
is
you.
gay.
Somebody else said it,
Now
not me.
I don't know if he's gay. I don't think he's gay.
Oh.
I don't think he's gay.
Well, you just said you had a gaydar and Ryan is gay.
I don't think Ryan is gay, but Ryan may not be as liberal or liberated as she is.
What's
I
that
can see
mean?
what you
Okay,
saying.
because she falls in love every dude.
Right.
She has sex with dudes. She seems to have sex with dudes pretty quick.
Yeah.
He wants to fall in love. It's gonna be
Yeah.
magic, and it's just not.
He wants
He's
that
looking for something that's
fantasy.
not going to be there.
He looking for a man. The
Oh wow!
his parents said at the beginning too, like how the woman has like no, he not had a woman live with him, or he's had roommates or friends, but not women. That was already a
Oh.
red flag. His butt sit real high. He makes sure it's showing.
I
every
didn't.
episode.
I didn't watch. I did not see that.
Every episode, he makes sure it's showing.
I did not see that.
And,
Okay.
and he not having sex. She's an attractive woman, and he's not having sex with her, and she trying to have sex with him.
I don't think he's attracted to her.
I don't think he's attracted to her
But-
because he's attracted to men.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
No, I don't think she's attractive. Period.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
she
think
not
so at
that-
all.
she not-
I don't
y'all don't
think
think
she's.
she cute at all?
I don't think she's.
She
No,
alright.
she's
ugly.
funny looking
No, I
to
don't
me.
think she's ugly, but I don't think she's attractive.
She ain't bad.
She got like her
looking.
Nah,
face
she's
shape
okay.
is
It's
like
weird and like
Like
she
a
got
moon.
lip fillers or something going
yeah,
on.
she got
too.
a lot. She got a lot going on with what she got going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think she the worst looking thing.
No, she's not the worst looking, but I don't think he's attracted to her.
because he's not attractive.
Okay. I mean,
But-
that is a theory.
But that
Do
plays
you
into.
think
but
you can live with a woman and be married to her and not have sex with her after the? I mean,
hell no.
Say it
I'm
again now.
sorry.
A woman and even an ugly
Sorry.
woman that coming on to you and trying to do things to you.
well,
And live with you?
Right.
You're not just gonna not try it.
You
men
just-
don't,
you
men don't have the
men
right
just
to say
don't-
no.
Yeah, certain men just won't. Like if they're not
Sometimes you got to
physically
say no.
attracted to you.
You can't have sex with every girl when has sex with you.
That
No,
I
works
mean,
with
but
you?
you
That lives
married
with
to
she
you.
probably
someone.
doesn't have what he likes
agree,
either.
I agree
You say
with the
she don't-
marriage
It's
part aspect of it, but maybe he doesn't want to make the same mistake Haley made and Clara made. I mean, Chris.
Paige.
He
Yeah.
don't like the girl and he don't want
Like
to
he's not super attracted to her, so I
Yeah.
don't want to have sex and make
But
this
he
thing
ain't
more
never
than what
took
it
his
is.
shirt off.
That was weird.
He because he's gay. He ain't never took his
But
shirt
I thought he
off.
worked out all the time, so I figured he would.
Exactly. So that you gonna want to show that off, but he is very, very close.
Okay.
He's
to her.
reserved.
Yeah, he's very
Completely.
reserved.
No, he's past reserve.
Yeah, he is being very close to her.
But he tells the guys that he has trust issues. That he has trust issues with the fact that she is so trusting so early, and that might be playing a part into
He
it
might
as
be just
well.
don't want to
Yeah.
hold.
I think that's where it's being mislabeled because that don't mean she's trusting.
Well, that's what he says.
She just thinks like love is free. Like you can
yeah,
just do it.
yeah, she'll give it freely.
Yeah, I don't, you know.
Yeah, you can go on and have this.
Take it like a dog in heat. Throwing it away.
You don't have to refer to women as dogs.
I did. That she just act like a dog in heat, throwing it at him.
But I mean, I think. I mean, I don't know. I have to get some more clues from him.
From
Destiny.
Ryan.
Yeah, but something is weird about that situation.
It is something.
It is something.
He
weird.
did give me that gay vibe, but I just think he's not attracted to her. And I since that the wedding night, because he was just like,
Got in that bed with that shirt and pants on for me. Don't you get in my excuse me, where you in this bed?
so I think he's trying to take his time and he's trying to like her, kind of trying to find things that he likes in her, and he's trying to be positive about it.
That's important.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong at all, but I think that's where he's trying, and she's kind of like, I'm there. I'm already there. Let's do this.
I think she just wants to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Sometimes
does.
it's that simple. I think so that's also
Okay.
too. Sometimes it really is just
You
that
just
simple.
want to do it.
Yeah.
It ain't about magic. It's about
Sometimes
doing it.
I'm around a man and we each other, you a woman and I'm a man. I live with you and
Oh, wow.
meet my need
Okay.
because you're my husband.
And then, like I said, sometimes I just feel like as in society, especially with all these, Facebook therapists and stuff, people really get into people's business about sex or whatever decisions they choose to make. And she just may be a person that she's sleeping with a man and
Yeah, no big deal.
Sometimes it's just not a big deal.
As a man, we just don't want to hear you say
Say
that.
that.
Unless it's just like me, I'm the man you're talking about.
Yeah.
Don't say in general. Say you, I'll do it because I understand with me, but I may not
but
understand
not
for you.
with
So
everybody.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
you said.
That's not real. It's
Well, it's
not
kinda
realistic, but it's
funny.
okay. Believe what you got to believe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whatever you got to believe. I just feel like we take a lot, and
Yes.
I mean, sometimes sex is just
Sex.
simply what it is.
I'm not supposed
breaking
to
my heart.
believe that, but that's
Yes.
yeah, it is that way.
I mean, it's. I mean, once you get past the physical, I mean, based on her experiences,
Okay.
too, that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
about. So these people have come with varied experiences, just like when we talked about with the argument earlier.
Absolutely.
Like, so whatever you carrying in your bag, these kind of things just make it come out.
And it may not be that important to her. She just wants to kind of get it out the way. you
Yeah,
said.
you know, the initial, sometimes the initial confusion, the awkwardness. It's like, okay, look, can we go ahead and do this? Because,
You got to learn each other.
well, and sometimes if you meet somebody, you want to go ahead and have sex with them to see if you're going to like them. Because if you don't,
So Chris was right. Chris is the hero of this. Chris has the right theory. I got to see if I
Chris
like
does
it.
not have the right theory.
Okay,
but it's,
he-
Crazy.
Chris was,
He was
doing
just
what
being
was
that.
doing. Chris was just being
whoever because he held out 3 days, remember, before the show started.
Oh yeah, he
We talking about Chris?
cleansed.
He said that.
He cleansed
cleansed
himself
for
for
3
3
days.
days.
For 3 days.
this
I
is-
didn't hear
And
that.
so he
That's
came
what-
in
3
and had to
days.
catch up and have sex with her that night, and then again in the morning. That was the catch up.
Yeah, that was.
But
Yeah.
you heard when Pastor Kyle said, "Why were you having sex with?" He said, "I ain't want to be disrespectful." And he answered, because he a nigga. Like,
Yeah.
because did you see that?
Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect
You
her.
know.
Well, you already did. This is all on
The
TV
whole
at
thing
this point.
disrespectful.
For somebody who doesn't want to be disrespected, he does a lot
Yeah,
of disrespecting.
disrespecting. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like-
but I think Ryan comes from a more conservative family,
Well,
and
both his parents are pastors.
yeah,
Also.
and so
Yeah.
when you meet a girl that's kind of a little bit more worldly, more
Both his parents are pastors, which is making him trying to be with a woman when he don't want to be with a woman.
oh my god,
And-
Lord.
that's not what I meant.
And it would have been for them. I feel like it would have been a no go for me with the whole church thing. Like I want to raise my children to believe God, and you talking about I want to raise them. Da 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 da. I
Make
would've
their own
been like,
decisions.
Make their own
Yeah, so
decisions.
I mean, but so there are things I will say, and I'm because I love and the idea of it and stuff. So I would hope he's not gay, but I think like some things you just not attract. Like the longer you get to know people, they become even less attractive.
That part. That
So
part.
she's not that cute.
Mm-hmm.
Then your religious beliefs are off.
Yeah.
Then you know I'm at home and we don't know how she tries to throw it. You know what I'm saying? Because some
Yeah.
people just do too much, and you might he could just be like,
I'm not
okay,
with
she
it.
got on the show for something completely different. I got on the show to try to make this, to find
Make this
somebody to
work.
connect with, and we're not connecting. She sees we're not connecting, and then she's still throwing it. So,
Trying to
Okay.
Okay.
so
Yeah, because even now, when she goes into she's sexually frustrated, that means when they sat down with Pastor Cal, that means she lied when she said, "Yeah, we don't have any issues." When there's an issue there, she's
and
sexually
Pastor Kyle called her out on
frustrated.
that too. He said,
Yeah.
"You sound like it's more on your end than whatever."
Okay.
I understand. I'd probably be like her. Sadly.
Me too. Like, can we like bump pelvises?
So then they get into the housewarming parties. They start with Haley and Jacob's party. And Haley's friends corner Jacob. Well, I don't say corner him, but inform him of Haley's
Running.
phobia of commitment. And do you think they gave Jacob some insight into her?
He did. I don't know what he can do with the insight, but he did get insight.
It seems like I think after
And he
the
may
party,
not take things so personal
yeah.
with her because she always runs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I think what it did when I saw that, you saw a shift in them after that.
well, when you understand where people come from,
Yeah,
sometimes
that
you
helped a
can
little
deal with
bit.
it better. Like, oh,
Their
I-
conversation was definitely different.
and
after
then
that.
they went into Eric and Virginia's apartment as well. That was the next scene.
That shocked me.
What shocked
Virginia's back,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's back.
and she invited all her male friends.
All nothing but her.
oh, that's
girlfriend.
oh, it was all guys.
all guys.
Yes.
No
Okay.
females.
No female friends.
And that concerns me. Why don't you? I mean, I'm sure she has female
she said she
friends,
have 'em.
but
Well, I think
The
that
man wanted to meet the male friends because he felt uncomfortable about them.
That's probably why she.
I think that's
went
part
with
of
that.
production.
Yeah.
Too, by just inviting them in.
Like I said, whatever their story they're trying to do, and with her, they
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now, something happens that I kind of didn't like. If I was in Eric's shoes, I don't know how I would have dealt with
Like
it.
that man pulling him outside.
The man pull him outside and said, "Hey, man, it's best for you not to try to control her."
Yeah, that was out of line.
I was like,
Was he?
yeah, very
He
much
did say
so.
that.
he
Or
said.
was he out of line?
I feel like he was out of line.
I think the friend was
not be
acting.
telling me.
I think the friend. First off, I'm gonna get to that because
Yeah.
that's the next part. But I think the friend was acting off of what Virginia,
Virginia
has
has
told
told
him,
Absolutely.
and so
that's where it gets awkward.
and I think that's what made it awkward. Now the second thing is I'd have had to say, "Hey, my man,
You about to tell me.
you ain't about to. It's my marriage now."
Yeah.
You know, I just think some things. If you and Virginia are
has
having
nothing to do with
Because that
conversations,
ain't your space.
Yeah.
If
Don't
you-
tell
Well,
me what to do.
if I understand why this man who is her friend is coming to her defense, and I know where it's coming from,
Okay, I
because
get
this
that.
ain't
Okay.
from him. That's from what
From
she
her,
said.
yeah.
okay, I get that.
And
I get that.
maybe,
Maybe
she
he feeling
thought.
like a mediator. Like maybe I'll talk to
yes,
him.
yes.
Okay,
so
that
I
makes
don't think he came with like malice.
Well, what I would say is then his word usage. He probably should have. I think he could have chosen his words
Let
a
me
little
talk-
bit better.
Or even
Talk
ask
about
some
where
questions to
but
see
I think
where
they're
he
also
was.
younger too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're young. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, you know. So her friends would be what, mid-20s probably.
Yeah, 25,
Yeah, I mean,
26.
you said word usage. What you?
Eric, all of Eric words I don't like.
Okay.
I do not like Eric.
You don't?
No.
Well,
Why not?
Because he kind of hold the fact like how his friend was getting on him, like you can't be trying to speak from your experience and giving her some coaching.
yeah.
Instead of he be like when he was talking to Pastor Kyle, you know, I've been married before. I know how this works. Okay, obviously you ain't married no more. It didn't work.
Yeah.
So don't come trying to tell me how this is supposed to work and getting all on me, even though Virginia, a wild mess, but
She went to UT, by the way.
did she?
She is of all.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I did some research. Yeah,
You can
she-
relate.
Well, so I got frustrated. This is not to cut you off, but I got frustrated about how they tried to portray her.
As a party girl.
Yeah, because she went there and she went to the University of Tennessee, and she was in a sorority, and that explains why she may.
oh, they said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause she goes into her sorority friends.
Oh, yeah,
This
she
is the way
showed
they
the pictures or something like that.
Yeah, so apparently she went to UT. It's random, but
Okay.
so I mean,
Random fact.
random fact, but I mean it was when I went there. It was the number one party school in
it's
the country.
it's party schools everywhere.
I don't agree with that being the title of it, but I think that in the culture of she just got. I think they mentioned that because she obviously still interacting with her sorority, and you know it's the white sorority, so that's
she
a little
kind of
different.
never
So you-
graduated.
So you drop it. They usually stop. So she's still doing sorority type things, stuff. So that's a little different too. So
She definitely need to check herself.
Well, the
I
one
don't think
problem
she was
with
ready to
Eric
get married. I
is
think
Me either.
I think she just thought that if she, because
think
there
she
was a
just
time in my
wanted
life
somebody.
I thought that if you just get with somebody, then you'll slow down. Things will just calm.
You're
and get-
automatically changed.
Yeah, that's not how that goes.
Yeah, because people
But
do
she
give you
sounded like
that
she
type
wanted
of
somebody
illusion.
that was gonna be like her. Like she want him to kind of get on the do the
she-
things that she wanted.
She did.
No, she-
I think she
no, she
wanted
doesn't.
somebody just like him,
No.
but
Like
she
who?
didn't
Like
expect.
Eric?
Yeah, but she didn't expect to be challenged, like her lifestyle to be challenged. Like,
Yeah.
no, you can't do this. No, I don't feel comfortable. I think she thought going into it, like, I'm gonna meet somebody that's gonna be okay with this, and we're gonna have a blast. I like my space. He's
Well,
not
what
gonna
man is
think
gonna be okay with that?
she.
Not even the
obviously
guy
don't-
she hangs out with would be okay with that.
I think she wanted a guy that would be enjoy hanging out with her.
Well, all Eric has to do
Yeah.
is,
Eric don't
lead
like that
and stop
kind of
trying to
stuff.
negotiate. with her.
yeah, I think
Just
he just
leader.
needs to lead.
He does seem like he's
set
trying
the
to.
tone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
but you can't set the tone that harsh.
Do
like
you
if
think that
gotta-
his wife? Why do you think? I'm up here trying to guess. Why the wife? Did he ever mention why his ex-wife? Why they?
They got married so she could stay in the country.
Oh, okay. And it was something
so it was
that
never.
seemed-
It wasn't.
never-
stay in the country?
Was it? Was
It
it?
was to get the benefits of the military
the
marriage.
okay, the military
okay.
marriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't actually.
Yeah, they
love
were
each
friends.
Other.
Yeah, they were
They
just
were
doing
friends.
that.
They were living together, and they were
And
like,
that's
"Hey,
why
let's
I'm
do
like,
this."
why you keep bringing that up? Y'all ain't even have a real marriage. You
Nope.
saying y'all got married for the stuff? Like
You have nothing to compare it to.
I know I've lived with somebody. I know. Okay, it may not work that way with her. Just stop trying to push on me what you
Absolutely.
have already done. He come off really weird to me. He like
Oh yeah,
he
does.
really extreme. Even when he approached Chris about the stuff at the table that time, I was like,
Well, he's trying to fix it. Well, he should have. She should have said something to Chris.
no, because to me, them girls ain't had no business saying nothing to Chris.
They didn't.
They
but you should
didn't.
have addressed
Thank
it
you.
then.
No, they
How
had
you
no.
saying thank you?
Because I kept saying, I don't feel like they should have approached him. That was them being out of line.
That's our light skinned brothers
No,
and sisters.
but
they
we
be
are
talk too much.
We are
Just say too
talking
much.
about a Caucasian woman. They have no natural enemies.
Enemies.
They
I know.
just
They
be in too
don't.
much. Like, why y'all sitting over here having a conversation with this man about this girl? Like,
Oh,
shut
y'all stop.
up.
Y'all, if that dude was black and he was doing that to y'all friend, y'all would say something to him.
If who was
Especially
doing who what?
To my
if it was
friend.
all black women, and let's say you had a friend in Paige's position who may not be as assertive, maybe even viewed as weak or being taken advantage of, y'all would say something.
No, if the opportunity presented itself, like if we all sitting and having a conversation,
Well, that's what I'm
but I
saying.
ain't walking. They was literally like, "Oh, we over here, Chris over here. Let's get on Chris." Like,
They need
shut
to.
up. They do not. Man, Paige ain't really their friend. They all just on a show together. Like,
Yeah, but you don't think the
Get
producer
out my
says they go
business.
Chris?
so.
He probably
Here's
did.
two more.
Get 'em.
Here's two more drinks.
Get 'em.
And
Get
he's been adamant about stay out of my business.
He did. He said that more than
Like,
one
stay out of my
time.
business.
But he keeps
I don't
making
wanna
his
talk
business
about it.
public.
I mean, because it's a show, but y'all still don't have to talk to me about it. Like, even when he be asking Eric to stop talking about it, Eric's still like, man. I be like, if Eric don't shut up,
Because he keeps
I do
over and
not like
over
Eric.
stating, I
Okay.
don't want to talk about it. Can we talk about something?
I just
don't-
feel like
Right.
Eric one N-word away from being a whole mess. Like, I feel like Eric is one of them white people that'll bust out the N-word with an ER.
Okay, hard ER.
With
hard.
an ER.
Okay.
All right, they go ahead and we'll transition as they did into Clara and Ryan's party. Clara kind of outwardly shows her frustrations, makes a statement. She's never seen him with his shirt off
Yeah.
in public, like it's
a little-
in front of everybody.
It's a little different.
Yeah, I don't think
That
that was the
is-
place.
That wasn't the place.
No, that wasn't the time nor the place.
You kind of put
It really wasn't. That's such.
And that goes back into
But it-
not
she's
giving-
too out. Like
But
she's
again,
too.
She kind of party girlish too.
she's a white
Give a little
woman.
party
She
girlish
just
vibe.
doing what they do. Like, hey,
Yeah. They talk too much. Lord Jesus.
They get
Especially,
married
but
early.
I said she's,
Do it.
If you
she's
find,
really
if you,
messy.
from what I found, if you find a white woman that is not married late, there's and if it's not
Something.
career related. I have people I went to school with, they became doctors or
they
whatever.
get married pretty
really early.
But because of the way that the families have been raised, they're conditioned to go ahead and get married. So you really are going to school to get an MRS. Like when you leave. So I try to keep that in mind when I think about all the girls on the show. Just even how you got the party girl, and she's like, well, this should work. There should be a guide. I'm sure all her friends are like, just go in there and get you a man, and then you'll
Calm
not want to
down.
do this anymore. You'll
Yeah.
want to do that. And I think some people are just becoming more liberated and free. And so as far as Clara is concerned, I think she's more likely to be the one to drop an ER.
I do too. She give me that.
Definitely.
She gives me that.
Well, I think she'll do it because she says she'll have black friends. I
Yes.
got black friends.
Yes.
And
Oh,
they
she
let
said-
me
Like
say
I
that.
date
Oh.
black guys.
both
Yes.
of them.
I can't be
Yes.
racist.
All of them give me that. Eric, Virginia, and the other one.
And Jacob.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Yeah.
Jacob is going to be in the front lines of the
Jacob.
movement.
Jacob.
Okay.
No, he's not.
Trying to be.
real-
He doesn't know who he is.
Jacob.
So he's just gonna show up. If they were like, "Come out here, we about to go protest," animals at the. He'd be there with a shirt on. He'd
Okay.
be anywhere. I don't think
Jacob
he has.
is just weird.
Yeah, I
I
don't,
think Jacob knows who. I feel like he is just an
he's
awkward.
accepted who he is. But
Yeah, he
but
just
his
in it.
family too was so hard on him too. They're the
I don't
older.
remember them.
They're like the older people, right?
Mm-hmm.
His people. So I think he probably grew up.
And they kind
a
of
way.
weird. His mom. And
Oh
dad
yeah, and I
kinda
think
weird.
he grew up probably poor.
Probably. That's
you
why
know,
he
so-
constantly reminds everybody what
all the
he
things he
has.
has. He doesn't know,
Yeah.
and I think that is something that you hear when people are trying to put out, because I want you to know I'm different from how
Right.
everybody else. Or I want you to know I'm different from what you might think, even though I don't think anything.
I don't think Jacob is a good catch on paper and the stuff he has. I don't feel
He'll
like
find a weird woman.
he gonna have to find a weird woman.
He'll be fine.
in his field.
Or a woman who doesn't want him to be cool. Like she just accepts, like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what it
Yeah.
is.
But
Yeah.
she gonna have to be.
See,
a
I'm
little
about at that
awkward, too.
point. I'm about just be like, I just want somebody who
Is that the
What is that point? You want somebody that?
Is that the equivalent
Just-
of whack? Like you
Lame.
can date a
Nobody
whack
says
dude
that
or a
anymore.
lame dude.
Yeah, I don't know what lame. I like
I do a
lames.
good job transforming people into
See?
these things.
That's what
and
you
then
gotta-
they go out here and be trifling.
Well, I mean,
but
sometimes.
I've conditioned you to know how to do better. I know that
Mm-hmm.
you need to hem your pants.
Oh yeah,
That they won't bunch up your suits on like you're going to court. I help you
Yeah.
out.
You know, sometimes you got to kiss a few frogs so you get a prince. No?
There you
But
go.
I
You gotta
think
work-
Jacob
I ain't doing it no more.
Jacob
what
would
you
do
doing?
I'm
better.
keeping them looking like a damn like, you know, Richard Tim's wrong and everything.
Okay.
I'm keeping you confused, and your ass is going to be mine at home.
Okay.
Right. I dress you when we're married.
When we time to go. When it's time to go. I'm not dressing you up for no more hoes. I'm getting personal.
Okay. All right. Hey, cleaning them up. Yeah, cleaning them up.
I'm not doing it no more.
But I think Jacob would do better with finding somebody in his own field that understands him.
Just what's his feel?
We don't
he's
even
an
have
IT
skills.
Computer.
Yeah, he
Computers.
does with
That man don't
computers.
want nobody who will do the same job.
No,
as
I think he's just gonna find somebody like awkwardly.
Yeah,
just
awkward
sure.
like him.
People,
Gotta
there's
be
somebody for
awkward.
everybody. I've
Yeah.
seen some couples. I'm just like, well, y'all look, y'all have a lot of fun. Y'all need
His
to.
mama
Yeah.
and daddy just as awkward as the same.
They are.
Yeah.
They got each other, so there's somebody.
He'll be
for
fine.
him.
I just don't know if
Haley ain't it?
no.
No.
But we were
Okay.
talking about Clara, and she just something about when she's talking about him, not personal stuff like that. And I mean, what are you trying to do? What do you
Pressure him.
want?
Trying to force him
Trying to
into
pressure
doing
him.
it.
You don't
to
know if
do what she
he could
want
have
him
an
to do.
incision from a surgery.
A woman pressing
What's
upon a man.
He could have a surgery or something that he's just not comfortable with showing his scars. You don't know what's going
Or
on.
an accident that happened.
Or a
anything.
micro
Because he's
man.
very close.
He might have 3 nipples.
He could.
Man.
Because he's very close, so that means he doesn't let
He could have
everybody
inverted
in
nipples.
real. God, trying.
You got a innie and an out.
Yeah, and so he don't
He
want her
could
to
have
see
been a
that.
woman in a
Okay.
previous life.
I have an Audi.
wow.
Don't
Could've
say
been.
that.
Wow.
You have inverted nipples?
No, well,
No, we're
I
talking
said
about
I have
belly
an
buttons.
Audi.
Yourself.
I have a
Okay,
belly
next.
button.
Next.
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying he wouldn't want to show that.
Don't get Nick started on her nipple.
All right.
I was about to
Brianna,
talk about my nipples. No, not on the show. Never,
It's a lot.
never.
It's a lot going on over there. It's a lot.
well, Brianna and Vincent's their housewarming was kind of boring, but that's
It wasn't boring to me.
Oh, but let me tell you, there's one bright spot.
okay.
Her blowout. I thought she had a good blowout.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you like
Ooh.
hair.
Brianna.
I forgot. You like
Oh, you
hair.
like that?
She had a blowout.
She had a good blowout.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Her
a
hair was
blowout?
straight?
It's straight.
It was
Yeah.
straight. I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
it's a good blowout.
I thought he had a good housewarming.
No, I said
What
it
is a
was
good
I said it
blowout?
was
I don't
good.
know. It looked
just-
good. I don't know.
There
I
was
don't even know if it
nothing-
was done well. It
Yeah, it
just
was
looked
nothing
good
hype.
on TV.
Not in the cover.
I didn't
Not
pay
like we about to get into
Chris.
What happened?
the triangle.
Okay. We're gonna
Oh,
finish up with the
Lord.
triangle.
We're gonna finish up with the triangle.
The sit down.
The sit down.
Yeah.
It just didn't go the way Chris thought it was gonna go. He
You
had a dumb plan. He had a dumb
I want
plan.
to know
Mean.
what his plan was
No
because
plan.
it
That was the
went.
most
Yo,
pointless sit down.
Why does he keep signing
Y'all
up?
divorced? Didn't y'all getting divorced?
I don't
Need
know.
to talk to her.
But you know what the most exciting part for me of that whole conversation?
What's
What?
that?
When the girl Mercedes,
Mercedes.
when Mercedes
she looked
says,
like a Mercedes.
when
Can't be her real name.
when
It probably is.
Mercedes says, he said, "We want to be better here."
She was confused by that. Like,
I don't want to be with him.
That's not my intentions.
I'm not.
like-
Yeah, I just want to let
And
you
I
know
seen where
now.
Paige threw a little shot. She was like, "Well, I'm not.
That's
you know,
not even a
upset.
shot. She
I'm not
just-
upset about the situation with you. I'm really kind of concerned about the situation with my marriage." So it's like a little shot at like we're actually married. You're not a concern of mine.
But she's not concerned. Like the thing with Mercedes is,
They're like, here, grab this $500.
I don't
come
get-
up here. and
she's-
do
yeah,
that.
she was
acting.
really
She was
like-
let me grab this money for the child.
okay, why am I here?
Be
like-
on this dumbass show.
like, why are we even having a discussion? And then the fact that they were talking like he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Like, this-
Because he had nothing to say.
There's
That's so
nothing for
dumb.
him
But
to
he
say.
called the meeting. If you call the
He
meeting,
called
shouldn't
a
you talk?
meeting, let the people sit down and then look at each other like, open your mouth, fool. You the one.
I mean, like, what did he expect to say? Like, yeah, we're getting back together. You're no
That was
longer
dumb to
a factor. Like, I don't know what the conversation he wanted to have because it was a good conversation. Well, I'm not gonna say it was a good, but it was a decent. Nobody was mad at each other.
But what
I think Mercedes
are you
was
looking?
lying.
Yeah,
Me too.
I just
I
About
think she was lying.
Because she was
I
like,
think she was
I'm
lying.
about 7 weeks now.
Oh, I
No.
think that whole thing a lie. That's
Yeah, that's
7
a
weeks and all.
whole
I think she's
lie.
lying like she didn't want to be with Chris.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think she lying about that because
Yeah.
when Paige was saying, you know, we slept together, she was kind of giving Chris the eye, like, oh, so you sleeping with her too?
Well, no,
And when she was like, I thought I was
No, she
pregnant.
knew. No, I think she knew they slept together.
Yeah,
What
she knew
was
they
like-
was intimate.
What shocked her was when Paige was like,
Tell him.
I think I think I might be pregnant.
Oh, I think I
Yeah.
was pregnant
Yeah, so-
too.
so that mean-
No, that ain't it. That ain't it.
So that means he must have went and
It's
let
the
one
fact
off in there.
It's the fact he went raw.
He went
Yep,
raw
he
diggity.
went raw.
She was
You
like,
think?
He went,
Oh, well,
yeah.
yeah, definitely that too.
He
but
did.
it was soon as she
Mercedes
said the
was
sex-
shocked because he
all the time.
he
has been
sounds
saying-
like he don't like her at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
So you answer-
but
yeah.
that's how
He
I thought
probably
she was
presented that
shocked
to her,
about
too.
the sex because when she says, but it could be the way they showed had
Well,
just
no.
shown it.
Yeah, of course.
Because she said something about sex, and then Mercedes looked at Chris.
She did look back.
No, but she said,
Mercedes could've been
she
looking at
said
Chris
he
the whole
told me that.
Yeah, they were
when
intimate.
they went,
She said that?
yeah, she said he told me that.
He didn't know
something
they
happened.
went raw.
But she was like, I didn't know that. That's another.
That's another
pregnant
element.
step. Yeah,
because that means you went raw diggity dog, and,
All in the sauce.
not only, but you let your sauce ride.
Yeah, you was just all just swimming in it.
And Paige just going, she's like, but I'm not. She just going, that
but
was
I'm
kinda
not.
funny.
She's
Yeah,
But I
I'm
think,
not.
but I think
petty.
she did
Yeah.
that to just make sure that was clear that that's a
Yeah.
possibility. And I think
Because
somebody that Chris is so dumb. I think that he doesn't
may be
even
dumb.
think.
He may be very
I just
I
feel
agree.
like that sometimes women we have to bring the men back to understand. Like, so this is how dangerous and stupid your actions are.
Yeah.
I could literally be pregnant right now,
2 people.
Yep.
and you'd have 2 people pregnant within like 2 months of each other, 3 months of each
And
other.
she had a valid point. She was like, "Well, what would he have done then?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
If,
saying.
if you're leaving me to be with her,
To be with that family,
Yeah.
what she was going to do
What
about
you
How
this?
you
gonna
gonna
do about this?
decide?
Oh man.
But this is my assumption. I believe that they're still together. Him and the ex fiance. I believe they're still together, and they just they wanted him to get this exposure for whatever reason. So she pretend like, okay, yeah, I'm pregnant. You know, I'm gonna just say like I'm 6 or 7
Yeah, I
weeks.
think they lying. I think
And
it's
you know,
lying.
they I'm not gonna be showing her anything. They're not gonna be looking for a bump. Oh yeah, I'll come on the show and I'll have a conversation with her. And I think it shocked her when she was like, yeah, we've been intimate. And
Yeah, 'cause she
was
did.
like, wait, hold up, y'all been intimate like that?
She looked
So Chris
like,
is lying to
whoa,
everybody.
this is a
I
whole
think
nother
it's a
level.
lie. I think Mercedes is lying too. When
Yeah,
she
I
said,
think she's
to make
in
it
on
clear,
it.
I'm not gonna be with him. Girl, sit down. You gonna be with him if he could have went and slept with you in Chicago this past weekend. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, so she is from Chicago.
no, I'm just saying that he
No,
was in
he-
Chicago.
Yeah, he was gone.
They never kind of defined.
yeah,
where
I
she
think
was
she's
at.
in
She's in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's in Atlanta.
Wherever she at, but I'm just saying he could have been with her. He could very well been with her when they left that event,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Could've.
left that meeting.
They came together. He sat with her.
He sat on her side.
Was they coming
Yeah.
from church?
No.
You know they was putting on the good clothes, child.
That was
He
her
had
good,
his ankles out.
that was he did. Was that her good dress?
That
I was hoping
Mercedes
not, but you
ain't,
know.
ain't cute. Now that's just the end of that.
Well,
Her clothes ain't cute. Her makeup ain't cute.
That,
Lord forgive me.
She's
and
different.
typical Chris fashion, things aren't going his way.
And he just
I don't know what way he thought it was supposed to go, or what way he
I-
wanted it to go.
I don't know.
She threw more of a shot when she said you always irritated.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, he
I was
always-
glad for her to say
Yeah, he
it.
was like,
I was
please.
like, at least some.
I'm irritated.
At least that can
Yeah,
confirm
okay.
what Paige. Because if I was Paige, I'd have been like, boy, shut up. You always.
He's always crying.
I would have been. I text my sister when I started binge watching it, and I said, if this man cry one more time, if he,
Yeah.
and he said, and the way
fake.
he was
Something wrong.
raised,
It's funny.
something is wrong with him.
It
But do
is.
y'all see
Yes,
his dad?
mentally.
His dad got some issues
Well,
too.
oh yeah,
yeah.
ever
Yeah.
since the very beginning.
That daddy was
dad
all
has
on
been weird.
Paige. He was
Hey,
like,
that
yeah,
daddy
rubbing
was-
on that bedside.
Yeah, something's wrong.
funny.
That whole
That's
family
funny.
got some stuff.
The mama,
The
what the
mama,
mama
yeah.
said, she said something crazy at the table. They funny, man.
Yeah, they.
But I think that Chris is just asking for just more attention in their story, and then and I just
It's not. There's nothing there.
That's why he
Yeah.
keep trying to push up something in Paige head, like saying little stuff.
and he's still
trying to
having
keep
sex
it
with her,
going
and
on.
she just still doing it.
Who talking about Paige?
Yeah.
I'm sure
You
they
think
are.
he's still having sex? with her?
Yeah.
I'm sure they are.
I don't know
I'm sure
about
they probably
now.
gonna try.
I feel
I feel like
wouldn't
they're
be
gonna come back
surprised.
on the episode like they trying again or something.
I just feel like that. I mean, he gets around. So the sex. Usually, people who are that dumb, like I think there's a direct correlation with sex performance and stupidity.
I just think
Like I feel like if there was like a curve, like it would be up when you're at dumb as hell and good sex. Those are people that do.
They match up.
because they dumb.
Because I think
Yeah, it's
because you
time
can't
to
have
it.
everything. You can't be like a brilliant genius and have great sex. The big guy spreads things
You
out.
can have it, but then you ain't gonna be having it with one person.
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be flawed
I feel like you're gonna be
in some capacity.
so it's the man. It's the man is the victim.
Well, I think women are like that too, though. I think people always I know somebody with 7 kids with 5 baby daddies, and she got a man. He just proposed, and
Keep one on.
keep one.
Yeah, I know some
All
stuff
them
like
kids.
that, too.
So he,
something she got.
she doing something. 7 kids.
That thing be thinking.
Exactly.
Something.
That's what I'm saying. So
We're gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
She
to cut
got
anybody
it.
off.
She got it. She got it. Whatever it is, she got it.
We're gonna go ahead and get into our last segment, and that is who you riding with, who you think is gonna make it the next week, which couple. We'll start with the visitor, Destiny.
I don't like none of the couples.
She gonna cancel the show.
Like y'all all doing it wrong.
Vincent and Brianna, I like them.
Okay.
Okay.
I think they're most likely to work. I would have to agree with that. I think
Vincent
they're
and
most.
Brianna?
Yeah, and I think of course Virginia and Eric gonna be. They're just gonna ride it through. I don't.
That's what I
necessarily-
think too. Virginia.
They
and Eric.
just. I think because. Oh, go ahead. You said you agree.
I agree with you. Virginia and Eric. Is,
Yeah, I was gonna say Virginia and Eric too.
Are you?
Okay.
Yeah.
CL,
Virginia and Eric.
Virginia and Eric.
Because Brianna, them, they just gonna do it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
gonna
Listen, they just.
What they gonna
It's
do?
kind of like a safe.
They just gotta work through
Yeah, they're
it.
gonna work through
That's
it
it. Jacob.
regardless.
He just gotta
Jacob and
stop.
Jacob
Jacob
and
and
Haley.
That's what I'm gonna go
You
with.
keep trying to make
Rest
Jacob
baby.
happen.
Yeah.
Haley, if Haley settled for Jacob, shame on Haley.
Shame on Haley.
Yes,
Yeah, I'ma go
because
Jacob
she
and
don't
Haley.
like him.
But she don't like nobody. She had a relationship. She was 21.
I don't care.
Which she lets us know often.
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 I ain't
Like he often lets us know he has a beach.
Anything I
house.
did before 21 as far as relationships probably
Don't
doesn't count.
Don't
No.
count.
Don't
Wow.
count.
at all.
Unless I had a kid from it.
Oh,
I have a kid from it. It
That
still
means you
don't
had
count.
proof.
That main one don't count.
Yeah, I was you know.
wow.
I don't know what happened.
All right, Neat, go ahead and take us out.
All right, thank you all for joining in on our conversation. It's your girl Neat Cruz.
It's G.
It's Destiny.
CL Butler.
And your boy Yusef, and we are out. The Relationship Status Podcast is sponsored by Unfiltered. Whether it's hoodies, long sleeve tees, leggings, joggers, or tech suits, Unfiltered has what you need to express yourself in any weather. Visit unfilteredforever.com and use the promo code RSP to get 10% off your entire order. That's unfilteredforever.com, promo code RSP. And remember, there's a science to being you.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Relationship Status. Remember, you can catch us on relationshipstatuspodcast.com, iTunes, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Nobody Grinds Like Us, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you would like to join the conversation or leave us a Dear Neek, email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com or call us at 843-310-8637. Follow us on Facebook at Relationship Status Podcast, on Instagram and Twitter at RELSTAT Podcast. And don't forget to comment, share, 5-star rate, subscribe, and review.